Studio 4, greetings. So, new dog. No, not a new dog, old dog, more new tricks. So, this is your math for tomorrow. And I just wanted to go over some things with you and show you because we just can't wait anymore on division. And there are some things that maybe you guys have done before, maybe you haven't. The first part should be pretty self-explanatory for you. And actually, look, it's Wednesday and we're going to go ahead and do it. On this appetizer part, notice that it just says you're trying to get as close as you can go. Pretend that you are actually on, oh gosh, what's your show with Drew Carey? Price is Right. You want to get as close to the showcase as you can get without going over. So 6 is 3 times as close to 23 as you can get without going over. If you put a 4 here, you would actually go over, and so that would be no good. You're going to do these all the way down here. I don't think those will be a problem for you. Then down here, you're going to have the same number that will fit both of these equations. So 20 divided by 4 equals, and that same number will fit in here. 5 times, I just gave you the answer. Hello. Blank times 4 equals 20. And obviously now you know the answer is 5. So you will do it on those problems right here. Oh, I guess since that's the example, I can go ahead and fill it in. So that would be 5. And then you would write it here as well. So now you have 5 more to do. Then you will have the problem right here of the day. And it's Mrs. Maynor right here. She's not our problem, but she's in our problem of the day. And it's talking about she goes to drive to work 32 miles each way. Mr. Maynor drives 3 more miles each way than she does and back. So how many total did they drive to and from work in one day? Here's a little mental math for you. Now, here's the part where I come in. We are going to do this, and this is just a different way, a different strategy for you to do some division before we get into long division. And we'll come back to this problem right here, but it says Tegan's family is going to buy oranges. Good job, Tegan. Stay healthy with vitamin C. The Grand Market sells oranges at 3 pounds for 87 cents. How much does 1 pound of oranges cost at Grand Market? Well, it looks like you can only buy 3 pounds. So we're going to figure out how much her family is going to pay if they just buy 1 pound. If they wanted to, although that they can't. Let's say they're sharing them with someone else and someone wants to reimburse them for 1 pound. We'll come back to that one a little bit later. We're going to start down here with 46 cents or 46, and I ask you guys to think of it as money, divided by 2. The way we're going to set this up is do it with the tens and the ones. And right now you can see you have 4 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have 6 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're representing it that way. We are dividing it into how many groups? 2 equal groups. So this one isn't going to be too bad, and we know since it's an even number, it will come out evenly, but I'm going to go ahead and represent it here. Let me make sure you guys can see all this. Yep. And by the way, money is disgusting and gross. I had to dig this out of my car. Ugh, it was cold out there. All right, so I have 4 tens represented here, and I have, see, there's a here, 6 ones. All right, 4 tens and 6 ones. And I'm dividing it into groups of 2. So that's pretty easy for me to see on my 4 side. I can do 2 in this group. Here's one group and one group. And here's another group and another. So I can put those in groups of 2. And the way I'm going to represent it on here is 2 and 2. Those happen to come out evenly. I don't have to trade anything. So I have 2 and 2 in my tens. So I have 20. So I have 2 groups of 2. So I have those. My ones, I can do the same thing. I can put, here's a group of 2 and a group of 2. There's another, there's another, there's another, and another. And if I didn't have coins, I could easily do this. There's a group of 2 and 2 and 2, putting them in Whoa, I did that wrong, didn't I? I don't need them in groups of 2. I need them in 2 groups. So I would do 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2 to represent what I have here. So I should have done this. I need them in 2 groups, and I would have 2 groups of 3. So 42 divided into 2 even groups would be how many? If I go across, I have 23. So I have 23 in those groups. So 43 divided into 2 groups is 23 in each group. That one wasn't too hard because that one comes out even. Let's look at the next one over. Now we have 96. Oh, that's a lot of dimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and I can keep the same pennies. So this time we're going to have 96. I draw this out, my 10s and my 1s. Here's the thing, if I had hundreds, I would just do another place value. I know I have 9 10s and I have 6 1s, and I'm dividing it. I need to make sure I know I'm dividing it by 3s. So I'm going to put 9, and I know I'm dividing it by 3, so I'm going to be a little strategic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why do you think I did that? You guys are already on it. Because you know I have to divide into 3 equal groups. And let's look at my 1s the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I need to make sure I am making 3 groups. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3. Can you see it? Yep. 4, 5, and 6. So on this one I can do it this way or this way, but since I know my 1s have to go this way, I'm going to do it that way. So I can do, here's a group of 3, here's a group of 3, here's a group of 3. So that would be 30 cents, 30 and 30. And then I'm going to go the same direction. 6 divides into 3 groups with 2 in each group. So I'm going to share it this way. So now I have 30 and 2 in each group. So I can make 3 groups with 32 in each group. They come out evenly. I could also turn it and go this way if I wanted to. And I could have done that over here. I would have written it this way. I would have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and done it this way. So you could see it go across, and then I would have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and done this way. So you would have seen 32. Are you with me so far? Okay, let's look at the next one. Ooh, 85. All right. We're dividing by 5. It ends in a 5. Will it come out evenly? Will it divide evenly into groups? You should be saying yes, it will. All right, so 85. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then let's do 5 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make our place value. Here are our 10s, here are our 1s. So let's do 8 now. Ooh, trickier. Here's why it's trickier. Because I'm going to put 8 on this side. Oh, I need way more pennies. I don't even have that many pennies. So 1, 2, 3. Watch what I'm doing. 4, 5. I'm being strategic here. 6, 7, 8. And on this side, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Why would I do it that way? Well, I'm dividing into groups of 5. So let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. and then 6, 7, and 8. And let's look over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, I can easily make a group of 5, which is what I need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a problem though, because I can't make a group of 5 out of those 3 dimes. I'm going to tell you what I have to do, and I don't know that I have 30 pennies, and this is pretty gross. We'll try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's for one of them. 1, ew, gross, these are so nasty. 1, 2, 3, ugh, 4, 5. Look at how old that one is. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here's for the second dime. One more, guys. Ooh, one more. Whose great idea was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ugh, 7, gross, 8, 9, and one more. These are disgusting, by the way. Okay, and 10. So here's the deal. I have 30 pennies here. I'm going to trade this penny for that dime. I'm going to trade this dime for these pennies. I should say it that way. And this dime for these pennies. Because I can't divide these dimes 5 ways. So I'm trading, holy cow, all these pennies. And now I take these 1, 2, 3, and I trade them all over there. So now I have not 5 pennies, but watch this. 35 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already have 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's the next 10. Here's another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another 10. Oh, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 20 I added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so there are the 30 pennies that I added. Now I need to put these in groups of 5. Let's see. You guys still see? Yeah, okay. 1, 2, oh, these are gross. 3, 4, 5. There's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bet you guys know a much faster way to do this if you know your multiplication facts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I have how many total? I started with 5. And then I traded 3 10s in, which gave me another 30. So I have a total of 35, which I'm dividing by 5. And if you know your multiplication facts, you have 35 divided by 5. And if you're doing this along with me in your head or with your dots that you did on there, how many rows of 5 should I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have 7 rows. Let's count these over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have 1 10 and 7 ones. So the answer should be 17. And there's a really easy way to be able to check that. I'm just going to take my answer, my quotient, and I'm going to multiply 17 times 5. Let's see if we're right. 5 times 7, we should know that, 35. Carry the 3. 5 times 1, 5 plus 3 is 8. Oh, perfect. It matches exactly. This matches that. Whew, that was a big one, all those pennies. Incoming. Okay. Now, let's look at this one. We have 52 divided by 4. Let's go ahead, make our place value. We're only dealing with tens and ones. 50. So 1. Oh, I'm dividing by 4. I think we're going to have to trade something. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to put my other 10 here. And I only have 2 ones, so something tells me I have to trade. So I have 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 ones. Well, I can easily, very easily, do a group of 4. So I'm going to circle that. So there's one group. But now I see what I have to do with my 10. I'm going to take my 10 and trade it. Oh, now I have all these 3, 4, 5. Ooh, let's get rid of a lot of this. Let's get some of the cleaner ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And watch what I'm going to do, because I know what I have to put these in. 6. Okay, so I'm adding 10. So I've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So there are the 10 that I just added. So I had 10 plus the 2 that were there, and I traded it for that dime. Now, how many rows do I have? And I'm going to add those on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because I traded that for those 10. And I should have 1, 2, 3 rows of 4. So let's see, do I have 1, 2, 3 rows of 4? So I have 1, 10, and 3 rows of 4. So the answer should be 13. Well, there's a really easy way to check it again, guys. Let's take the answer, the quotient. We'll take 13 times what we divided by 4. 4 times 3, 12. We'll put the 2 there, carry the 1, the tens. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, 52, and that matches. Hooray. Okay, now let's go back to the top. So Tegan's family was buying oranges. We know they're 87 cents for 3 pounds, and we want to see how much 1 pound is. So let's do this. Tens and ones, tens and ones. 87, and I know I'm going to divide it into 3. So I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, I'm doing that because I know what I'm dividing by. I'm dividing by 87, and I'm dividing it into 3s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's 7 and 8. And then over here, I have 7 ones. 1, oh, I'm going to do the same thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's my 7th one. So I'm going to put my 7 pennies here. Oh my gosh, we have more of these pennies. 1, 2, 3, so many. Because, can you tell what we're going to have to trade our tens in for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's 7. And right now, can you still see? Yep. And I have 8 ones, so, or 8 tens. 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So right now we have 87. And we're dividing into groups of 3. Well, here's one group of 3. 3 and 3. So 87 divided by 3 equals. Okay. So there's a group of 3. And there's a group of 3. But I can't divide those into an even group of 3. So I have to trade this for 10 ones and this for 10 ones. So here we go with the pennies again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to trade the first one, and I'm just going to add it on over here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here come the first 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're not done. Look, we have to trade the other one in. All right, we're going to trade this one now for 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I know I'm adding 20 pennies, and there were already 7 there, so 27. And I know I'm going to divide it by 3. So think about how many groups that should be. So let's add these 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Got to get that one back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows of 3. I have to go add these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, because I'm trading these in for those. Okay, I traded those in. The dimes are now gone. Now we have to make groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So each group would have 2. Oops, sorry, look what I did. So I can make 2 groups of 3, 2 groups of 3, and 9 groups of 1s with the 1 pennies. So the answer is 29. How do we check it? Well, let's multiply. Let's take the answer, the quotient 29, and multiply it by what we divided by, the divisor. So that's 3. 3 times 9, well, we just figured it out, was 27. Carry the 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 more is 8. 87. Oh, look, it matches. We did it perfectly. So 1 pound would be 29 cents. So you may write it that way, or you may do it with a dollar sign and 0.29, but you don't do both the dollar sign and the cent sign. You may write it either way. So 1 pound of oranges would be 29 cents. When you get to yours today, you don't have to use money. You have some practice problems, and it will be the same thing. So you can just set this one up the same way. You can do 10s and 1s, and you would do 80. And notice it's divided by 2, so I would do this going down in 2s. 84, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then your 1s are in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to circle them by 2s. So I would go across this way. And then you'll have your answer. You are doing those 4 the same way. Then you will go ahead and do more of the 2 by 2 digit multiplication. And after you do this and this, you are done for today. We will come on with you for your class meeting. We'll talk to you about this. But this will be on there for you to walk yourself through. And we'll answer any questions. Hope this helps.